What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Faking Sports. This is not an overreaction, but y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it real. Forget what everybody else is saying. I don't care what they're saying. It have nothing to do with the defense playing bad. It didn't have nothing to do with John Mateer's thumb. It didn't have nothing to do with the state fair and none of that crap. Texas offense did not play well. Their defense did not dominate. They were not more physical. You know what this came down to? This came down to the fact that the offensive coordinator refuses to run the goddamn football. I'm sick of it. I came on here when he was hired, and I told y'all this was not it. This ain't it. Brent Venables will go down as the coach who couldn't get the offensive coordinator position right. Just like I got people jumping in my comments. They got all kind of stuff to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where y'all at? I hope you're still here because I gave your comment a thumbs up, even though you told me I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And I still conversed with you in the comments. I didn't say nothing crazy. I didn't say nothing slick. I understand if that's how you felt at the time. But hopefully by now, y'all have figured out that I know what I'm talking about. I'm the GOAT of college football. I don't care about no Stephen A. Smith, no Kirk Herbstreit, nobody. There's nobody in college football that knows more than me. I'm the damn GOAT. That's when he was hired. I told you this was trash. But let's talk about it. And we're gonna talk about strictly running the football. Let's start with why he got hired in the first place. I think it was so we can get John Mateer. I think that was the whole plan in the first place. Because you can't tell me that a guy that was 9-5 as a co-offensive coordinator at Western Kentucky in 2022 was a world beater. Let me go get him. 5-7 in 2023 as the offensive coordinator. Then 8-5 in 2024. Where's the winning record? Where's the dominance? Where's the he's so smart? With losses to New Mexico, Oregon State, and Wyoming. And I pointed it out in my video. First half stats. Passing, 13 to 21, 119 yards, 2 interceptions. I don't want to hear about John Mateer's thumb. They felt he was well enough to play. He played. But I came on here and I said it doesn't matter who plays. We need to come out and run the football. And I knew it was about to be a long day when the first play of the game was a goddamn pass. You got a quarterback that ain't played in 2 weeks, and he's coming off surgery that he just had 2 weeks ago. And you came out here and you had him throw 38 times, 38 pass attempts, out 2 weeks, thumb surgery. That was your goddamn game plan. First half, 13 of 21, 119 yards, 2 interceptions. He shouldn't have been throwing the ball that much. The first half rushing, Corey Blaylock, 6 rushes for 23 yards. That's good for 3.8 yards per carry. I'll take it all day, every day. Give me more of that. You would think that coming off 2 weeks of thumb surgery, Corey Blaylock would get most of the rushes. No. John Mateer had 7 rushes for 13 damn yards. Why are we calling quarterback run? Because you are not a good football coach. You know what system you have, you know what system you like to run, and you're going to run that shit no matter what. First quarter, you showing me your preparation. Third quarter, you showing me your adjustments. This was his preparation. Have my quarterback throw 21 times in the first half and run it for another set. The quarterback that just had thumb surgery. That's why I say I don't want to hear about his thumb. I don't want to hear it. He shouldn't have been throwing the ball so much. That's not on John Mateer. It's on one person. It's on the offensive coordinator. And shit rolls uphill. Brett Venables is on you too because you shouldn't have never brought him here. Get him out of here. I want to explain to y'all in detail the rushing. We ran the ball 4 times on first down with a running back in the first half. In the second half, we ran the ball 1 time with a running back on first down. I'm going to say it again because I'm deep into the stats. I'm going to say it one more time. In the first half, we ran the ball 4 times with a running back on first down. In the second half, we ran the ball 1 time on first down with a running back. This had nothing to do with a defense playing well. This was going to happen eventually. And I came out here in the first game. After the first game, after we won, I told you this ain't it. Same thing last year. When y'all wanted me to give him time. First game of the season, we beat Temple. And I was on here talking about that ain't it. I understand y'all didn't know who I was then. You should know now. You should know now. That if I say something, you probably need to look at it a little closer, even if you disagree. I have yet to be wrong. And this ain't something that I said a week ago. I said this 2 years ago. And it's people just now complaining about the run game. It took them 2 years to catch it. Let's talk about those runs. Xavier Robinson, these are the runs on first down. Xavier Robinson, 1 yard. Corey Blaylock, 11 yards. Corey Blaylock, 11 yards. Corey Blaylock, 0 yards. So let's just talk about 3 rushes for 22 yards when running the ball on first down by Corey Blaylock. 2 of those 3 runs, he got a first down running the ball on first down. So stop telling me it's the offensive line. Stop telling me DeMarco Murray don't know what he's doing. Stop telling me it's the running backs. They're not in a good headspace. It ain't none of that crap. I've been telling y'all this. Everybody want to try to come up with a new reason and they saying something smart and all that shit wrong. It's got to do with one thing. The one thing that I've been telling you about for 3 years, running the ball on first down. We have not had an offensive coordinator that wants to do it. Because we went from Jeff Levy air raid to I don't even want to say his name. That's how terrible he was. to now Ben Arbuckle's air raid. And all of it's trash. Oh, we beat Auburn. They had Jackson Arnold. Woo! The in the second half. Okay, so let's go to the second half. I told you, first half is your game plan. So your game plan was you're gonna run the ball on first down 4 times. That was your game plan. For whatever reason, you don't think the run is working. You obviously not watching the field, or you're just looking for the thumbing for the next damn pass play. Okay, fine. It's 6-3. Second half, let's make adjustments. Texas goes down 14 plays. They get a touchdown. Steve Sarkisian made adjustments. He put together a good script for the second half off his adjustments. And he went down and got a touchdown. That's good coaching. Ben Arbuckle, first possession. Incompletion. First and 10. Incompletion. Second and 10. John Mateer, 5-yard run. Quarterback with the messed up thumb. This is your adjustments. This is your script for the second half. 3rd and 5, incompletion, punt. And I'm sitting here watching the game with my coworker, who's a Texas fan. He looked at me and I looked at him. I said, it's about to get bad. I told him. I looked him dead in his face. When I saw what we came out after halftime and we did, I told him, I said, it's about to get bad. We didn't make any adjustments. That's coaching. How are these guys getting jobs? How are they getting jobs? What do I got to do to get a job? I can coach every position on the field. I can coach. Oh my God. Second possession, guys. We got a 21-yard pass. First down. 1st and 10, we go Mateer run. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. 3-yard run by Xavier Robinson. 10-yard penalty on 3rd and 2. What did I tell you about 3rd and 2s? If you're getting penalties on 3rd and 2, you're not comfortable lining up running the football. It's that simple. It's not hard. It's literally that simple. There's no other excuse for it. You're just not comfortable because you don't practice it. All those years Alabama was in their run, were they getting penalties on 3rd and 2s? No. They were going and getting 4 yards. But okay, and then we throw an interception. Alarming stats, guys. Alarming stats. For passing, 20 of 38, 202 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He should have been throwing the ball 38 times. Carries, rushing. And this is by running backs. I take out John Mateer's rushings because those are scrambles and those are called runs for him. Rushing by running backs. Because when you are recruiting running backs, you have to show running backs these numbers. We just saw our last 5-star running back. I love you, University of Oklahoma, but if I was a running back, I ain't no way. It ain't no way. Rushing, 16 for 48, 0 touchdowns. 16 carries in the Red River Shootout against Texas. While we threw the ball 38 times with a quarterback with a hurt thumb. And we're getting 11 yards when running the ball on first down. against a Texas defense, then we made them look amazing today. And they are not that. All everybody talked about all week leading up was how terrible Texas defense was. Oh, it's the Red River Shootout. Anything can happen. Kill yourself. This is football. Alarming stats. When you lose the rushing and you lose what? The time of possession. You lose the football game. And we had been winning where we were like winning one of those. We were either winning the rushing or we were winning the time of possession, but we were losing the turnover battle. And I said, how much longer do y'all think this is going to continue? How many more games do you think that we can play like this and win? We have to fix it. Time of possession. OU 29 minutes, 2 seconds. Texas 30 minutes, 58 seconds. It was close, but we still lost time of possession. First downs. We had more first downs than Texas did. We had 16 first downs. They had 15. We had more passing yards, 210 passing yards to their 166. But this is the key stat, guys. 48 rushing yards to their 136. That is the key stat. And turnover. If we would have been running the ball more, he wouldn't have threw that many interceptions. Lucky the backwards pass didn't get ran back for a touchdown. I don't know what he was doing. You pick that ball up and you run that ball for a touchdown. But he stepped out of bounds. Now, there was an interception, bounced off his chest. It wasn't on John Mateer. But, like I said before, it is a lot easier to turn around and hand the football off than it is to be in this spread formation and think you're going to throw the ball all over the place like you're playing flag football. It's like Steph Curry shooting threes. That's fine in the NBA, but in college basketball, 3-point shooting teams always have a bad night. They get kicked out the tournament. This is not high percentage football. We lost the turnover battle. We lost the rushing battle. We lost the battle. We lost the game. We lost everything. There was no win today. Some idiot gonna get on YouTube and say something about the defense. They had their moments in which Texas made some plays. But think if you ran the football and you limited Texas possessions. We never put them in panic mode. We had 6. The defense was tired of running out there. There's no excitement left. They couldn't even get any sacks because Texas was able to run their offense all game. Steve Sarkisian in his back, working in the second half. And what are you doing? Playing any, meeny, miny, mo with your damn playbook. You didn't tell a story. You didn't tell no type of story. You was just calling shit. You didn't say, hey, Texas, I want to do this, and then work off of that. You didn't do none of that. Just business as usual. I got my playbook that's been handed down to me by some Texas Tech coach, and I love it. Because this is what I wish I could have done when I played quarterback. Where do we go from here? It don't get no easier. He's going to get fired. He's going to get fired. He's going to get fired. God. BV, what are you doing, bro? I gave plenty of great coaching options. You have to go and get an NFL guy. Ohio State went and got an NFL offensive coordinator and won the national championship. A guy that was an NFL head coach, regardless of how y'all feel how the Eagles played. He was an NFL head coach. He knows a little something. He ran the hell out the ball for Ohio State and they won the national championship last year. This year, they went and got an NFL defensive coordinator. And look at what their defense is doing. It's not just about defense coordinator, offense coordinator. We need an offensive coordinator and we need an NFL guy. No more up and comers, no more starters, no more he's the next big thing, he's the next hot thing, no more air raid. Burn it. That is not what this school is about. We have always been a hard-nosed, run the football team. Quentin Griffin, DeMarco Murray, Adrian Peterson. I can go on and on and on and on. We haven't had a running back to talk about the last 3-4 years. Nobody wants to play here. Yeah, they're going to come play defense. You're going to stop getting those if you're not winning. You're going to go get a quarterback. We do well recruiting. I can't believe we're still getting offensive linemen that we're getting. But don't running back want to play with the University of Oklahoma. I look around the league and I look at the running backs that's in college football. I see why they're at where they're at. And you can't tell me nobody's stepping up. Nobody's getting opportunity to step up. We have good running backs, guys. When Jaden Ott got the ball last week, Jaden Ott looked really good. And I told you, Jaden Ott's not on the field. I don't want to hear about it. But when he got on the field and I saw what I saw, Jaden Ott is really good. The little subtle steps that he takes to make people miss, Jaden Ott is really good, guys. Corey Blaylock is a physical runner. Xavier Robinson is a physical runner. We got some running backs. Our offensive line is fine. There's nothing wrong with our offensive line. We're just not running the ball. And he's never going to run the ball. He doesn't know how. It's not in him. Even when I coached, I was around other coaches that they had a certain system, especially offensive coaches that I were around. They were around they had certain systems that they ran, and no matter what was going on, whether we had a certain person hurt or we was playing a certain kind of defense or what it was, they would never come out of their system. And they were, I'm not gonna say their names, but they just not successful. Those guys get fired. Drop down in the comments, man. Tell me how y'all feel, man. I know this is this is tough, man. I don't know about y'all. I don't take losing lightly. I can take a loss if we played a good tight football game and say like it was a LSU uh, Alabama 9-6 game. I can take that. Or 28-24. I can take that. Because you can point to stuff that happened throughout the game. And with some games, it's like, okay, we lost. We got to get better in that department. But when it's like this, I told y'all in my deja vu video, I'm getting that same feeling. That was my first video of the week this week. The video I put out Monday, it was deja vu. And we got 6. All right, man. I gotta go. I ain't turn my light on. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm so sad, man. I'm going to bed, man. Good night, man. Peace.